welcome to Tales of Honor Podcast, a podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every recipient of the Medal of Honor. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tales of Honor Podcast. I'm your host, Christoph Ambrose, and I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving feast. Lots to be thankful for this year, at least for my family, and I am also thankful for all of you that choose to listen in to this podcast twice a week when it comes out, every Wednesday and Sunday. I'm also very thankful for those of you who have chosen to leave a review on Apple Podcasts, which greatly appreciated. Could always use more ratings and reviews, but I'm very thankful for those who have already taken the time to do so, and also very thankful for those of you that have shared the word of this podcast with others, and that will always be my main root of thanks. But today's episode is episode number 259, and if this is your first time hearing the podcast, welcome. Maybe somebody told you about this over Thanksgiving, which tell those people thank you for me. Please be sure to subscribe wherever it is that you're listening. This way you get new episodes every time they come out, every Wednesday and Sunday. And now, a tale of honor. George was born in New York City on the 10th of October, 1916, and joined the U.S. Army in Cornwall, New York. When he deployed with the 112th Cavalry Regimental Combat Team, he was a second lieutenant, and it was his actions near New Guinea that would earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity, at risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty, near Afua, New Guinea, on 23 July, 1944. Second Lieutenant Boyce's troop, having been ordered to the relief of another unit, surrounded by superior enemy forces, moved out, and upon gaining contact with the enemy, the two leading platoons deployed and built up a firing line. Second Lieutenant Boyce was ordered to attack with his platoon and make the main effort on the right of the troop. He launched his attack, but after a short advance encountered such intense rifle, machine gun, and mortar fire that the forward movement of his platoon was temporarily halted. A shadow depression offered a route of advance, and he worked his squad up this avenue of approach in order to close with the enemy. He was promptly met by a volley of hand grenades, one falling between himself and the men immediately following. Realizing at once that the explosion would kill or wound several of his men, he promptly threw himself upon the grenade and smothered the blast with his own body. By thus deliberately sacrificing his life to save those of his men, this officer exemplified the highest traditions of the U.S. Armed Forces." George's Medal of Honor was awarded to him posthumously on the 7th of April, 1945, and George William Giroux Boyce Jr. is buried in the Manila American Cemetery and Memorial in Taguig City, Philippines. Plot A, Row 4, Grave 189. And that was a Tale of Honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor Podcast. Please head on over to talesofhonorpodcast.com, where you can read these stories, see other ways to support the show, and easily share a story with your friends and family. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Christoph Ambrose. Thank you for listening.